Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new Chinese film, The Prosecutor. And this is from director Donnie Yen, starring Donnie Yen. And this focuses on a young, poor man who winds up being wrongfully accused of drug trafficking after getting caught up in this conspiracy. And you have Donnie Yen's character who's working to try to defend him. And this film is very interesting because it has like two very distinct tones to it. You have the legal drama elements of it and, some standard human drama elements as well. I think Donnie Yen does a really fine job here. He's been doing this for a long time. There's like some nice meaningful moments in terms of like character interactions. Like he has this nice moment with a character that's like some kind of mentor who knew his father. And you have some good emotional beats like that. From a directing and staging standpoint, though, so many of the scenes that are focusing on the courtroom or the outside the courtroom, more just talking kinds of scenes, just has this overly dramatic tone to it. Like the music just feels like, wow, we're trying to be really like sensitive in this moment, and it kind of is cheesy on some level, and you're just kind of like, tonally, I don't know if this is achieving what it's supposed to be doing. And obviously, it's supposed to be emotional and sentimental, and it's just kind of hitting the wrong chord in terms of the kinds of emotions and what it's trying to get you to feel. So I think Donnie Yen struggled a little bit in terms of trying to balance that tone. Now, where this film gets a little bogged down, like the conspiracy, there's a bunch of twists and turns, and this person working for that person, there's a killer assassin, and all these different kinds of elements. I think a lot of the story and the narrative beats are solid. It's fine. Where this film really stands out, though, and I think this is no surprise to anybody, is when it's focusing on the action. Because this action is wild and intense and really well shot. There's even one particular sequence that goes full like hardcore Henry video game-esque kind of POV shot. And the choreography, the physicality, all the fighting sequences are so perfectly well done, and it's Donnie Yen. So he's really doing this stuff, and that's one of the most exciting and thrilling elements of this film is when it does kick into action gear. This is something special. Like, you're not going to see a whole lot of action sequences this sharp, this visceral, this intense, and dynamic and creative in so many other action films. It's just kind of that hard divide between these two types of filmmaking, like this legal, very humanist drama and the action thrilling sequences. They kind of clash tonally, and it doesn't cohesively come together. But when those action sequences hit, you're engrossed, you're thrilled, you are not really thinking about a whole lot of else. I do think Donnie Yen plays a good protagonist, and I think this character is a good character and we can get behind him, and the conflict is something that we can easily get behind because this young man's obviously being so poorly done to, and we can empathize. So this film has its elements that really work. It's just some of them feel a little lackluster and maybe are reaching for the wrong type of tone to really hook you and keep you engaged. But I think this film has its merits, and I think even though it is a whole 2-hour film and sometimes it drags a little bit, I think it has enough here to entertain you, and there's some potential here. I would like to see Donnie Yen do some more like full-blown action films, which maybe that's not what he really wants to do, but he's really good at it. But those are my thoughts on The Prosecutor. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.